Hi, I'm Phaedra Kress with the Aesthetic Surgery Journal, and I'm here with the Twitter famous Dr. Heather Furnas. Heather, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Phaedra.
So, you have made quite a name for yourself in the Twitter sphere, and you've been so generous with your time and retweets, sharing information not only about plastic surgery, but kind of above and beyond as well. Can you tell us a little bit about what your strategy is on Twitter? And we'd also like to hear from you about the ROI. What's it all worth?
With Twitter, Twitter is a great sort of broadcasting tool. It reaches really around the world. We find that it's not so effective as far as direct patient communication. That's more Facebook and Instagram, and maybe growing and a growing number Snapchat. But Twitter is really a great tool for reaching out in a journalistic way for patient education. So I've really connected with a lot of plastic surgeons from around the world, and I feel like they're friends over Twitter. And so when I get to meet them at a meeting like this, PSTM 16, I really feel like they're friends.
I have to admit, I feel the same way. I've had a few interactions with people who recognized me from Twitter and who have, we've been tweeting pictures, they've been taking pictures, and we're sort of connecting here in real life, which is such a different experience than just being on Twitter together. So in terms of attracting patients, Twitter might not be sort of the right tool for that, but what are some of the other intangibles, and how do you feel Twitter has kind of enhanced your relationship and your practice, if it has?
It's not so much the practice directly, but I think through patient education, I learn more about sort of things of interest. I can put that in my blog. We post our doctor's blog on Facebook. We post it on Instagram. And so it's an indirect reach around to patients through patient education. As far as return on investment, with Facebook, we pay to boost our posts because otherwise very few of our followers see those posts. So with Facebook, we really do look at return on investment. We look at how many of our web page sessions are referred by social media, specifically by Facebook.
So for doctors who are not in the Twitter and Facebook space, what would you tell them in terms of getting involved, launching a Twitter handle, trying to grow their follower base? There's some pushback from people who sort of haven't jumped on board yet. What would you say to that?
First of all, you really have to have a clear set goal because it does take time. And then just watch people who are good at it. And then when you're brave enough, start tweeting.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for being with us. We really appreciate your time, and we'll keep following you on Twitter.
Great. Thank you, Phaedra.
Thank you.